Well, how's everybody doing today? Took a little bit of time, came down to the camp, making a video to get some things off of my chest and say some things that I think need to be said. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you I'm fixing to hurt some feelings, but they're people's feelings I feel like need to be hurt. Pedophile. That is the left's new buzzword for this week. Next week, we'll have another one. They want to act enraged because Donald Trump's name isn't on a list for the Epstein files. Now, people in the left wing are generally pretty wacky. And I'm going to go ahead and call some things out as I need to see them. You call for violence in the streets, but you say you're peaceful. And you want to condone somebody attempting to murder federal law enforcement officers. All the way across the country from largely where you are. And you want to call for a revolution in the streets. Well, my question is, how does your experience as a failed artist give you any type of legal training to decide if somebody acted properly or improperly in a life or death situation? Then, because it doesn't go with what you think, now all of a sudden you expect all these redneck guys that have guns and ammunition and generally are law-abiding citizens to come join your little revolution. And you ain't got balls enough to do anything about it yourself. You're anti-establishment until something goes your way. You're anti-gun until you realize, hey, this is going to turn violent. And then you want somebody else to intervene on your behalf. Hypocrisy of it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I've been called every name under the book. From an uneducated, racist, xenophobic, bigot. Okay, I can deal with that. I've been called that so much that it has no meaning to me. I believe people are one race, and that's the human race. But you have people that want to subdivide us by the color of our skin, where our ancestry came from, our religious beliefs. Okay? It's real simple. I don't care. And you want to be an activist. Well, the only activism you ever do is sitting on your keyboard, or in this case, it's technology's advanced, sitting on your cell phone and cheering on a crowd. You ain't got balls enough to do anything by yourself. You ain't got balls enough to actually go to a protest. You'll say, I support whatever the hell it is this week that you're supposed to be supporting, but you do that with empty words. I have yet to know of a liberal hippie that's made a monetary contribution. I've yet to know really anybody that's, hey, I'm going to go up here all the way across the country and hitchhike or drive my VW minivan or whatever. Just, I don't get it. You say you support this cause or that cause. Well, what have you done to support it? Most cases, nothing but whine. A lot of people want to make the claim, oh, he's a pedo, understand something. I can overlook being called a lot of things. They say, oh, because you support the president, you're a pedophile. No, I'm not a pedophile. My dealing with pedophiles generally involves a set of handcuffs, and it's when I'm putting them on them, while they're wearing them, when I'm taking them off. Okay? Not everybody you meet is a pedophile, and even in the most vile habitats that you could dream up, calling somebody a pedophile, those are fighting words. I'm going to go ahead and give you that as a warning. You can call me a racist. I know what's in my own heart, my own being, and I'm not. I'm a Freemason. I have brothers of every color and religion and ancestry and ethnicity and every combination thereof. And I don't see them as anything other than they're my brothers. Okay? You're not going to hurt me by calling me a racist. You're not going to hurt me by calling me bigot. Because, again, I know where I stand. Everybody that knows me personally knows where I stand. Some of them may not like it, but they know where I stand. Okay? Uneducated? Well, go ahead and send me what you've got. Let me see your high school diploma. Let me see your college transcripts. Let me see your degrees. Let me see your certifications. I assure you. Let me see a list of books you've read in your lifetime. I assure you, if you look at mine, you will find out I am the farthest from uneducated. But I'm going to go ahead and say this. You call somebody a pedophile. Those are fighting words. And if somebody pops you in the mouth when you call them one, don't say you weren't warned. Okay? That's where even the most deranged excuses that I can think of that we call humanity draw a line. So when you bring out a new buzzword, you better think about what it means and what it means to other people. Because if you get your teeth knocked down your throat, I'm sorry, you asked for it. Okay, that's the long and the short of it. Okay, if you actually have guts enough to walk up to me in public and call me a pedophile, I hate to tell you what's fixing to happen, but it's fixing to be job be damned. So take this as a fair warning. Learn to control yourself. Learn to show some restraint. Learn to look at all the facts before you rush to judgment. Because being a failed artist, being a self-proclaimed intellectual, all that does to me is show your very basic stupidity. When I ask people, hey, what's your training? Are you a lawyer? Have you ever worked in law enforcement? No, but I think, do you know what this agency's policy is? No, but I think, no, here's the problem. You don't think. And some of y'all are fixing to cross a line. And I'm going ahead and giving fair warning that you cross that line, there's no going back. Okay? You make an accusation against somebody without any evidence, and I tell people all the time, hey, such and such did this. Well, great, show me the evidence. Well, it's in this report. Great, let me pull it up. It's not there. Were you there? Were you on Jeff Epstein's island? No. Don't know a single soul who was, or that will admit they were. Okay? So, you might want to get a dictionary, educate yourself, and that way you know when you call somebody in public because he's wearing a hat or a shirt or something that supports the president or supports the flag, when you call him a pedophile, I want you to know why you're getting your teeth knocked down your throat. I want you to know why you got to tote that whipping. Now, if you do that, don't call the police, because you're the ones that want to badmouth them. You know, you're just going to have to man up or whatever you are and tote that one like, you know, like a man, I guess I could call it. So, that's my thoughts on it. If you don't like it, too bad. If I've hurt your feelings, too bad. Okay? You want to actually help something? Go to law school. Oh, I'm too old to restart another career. Hey, if you feel that passionately about it, you'll do something about it. Something productive. Not whine on the internet. I hate that I had to make this video, but I think a lot of people are getting close to drawing a line, and I just want them forewarned. Later on.